What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Booba Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So Amir Khan discusses the situation with him and Eddie Hearn, him not fighting Kell Brook, and Eddie Hearn being upset with the fact that he didn't fight Kell Brook, and he chose to go the route of fighting Terence Crawford. Interestingly enough, Amir Khan states that Eddie Hearn is used to controlling his bigwigs, right? Meaning Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua should have went the route of that I took and take the reins and fight the best opposition and fight the best situation, take the best situation available for himself, rather than sit back and take the criticism. He says that the Kell Brook fight would be there, but it's not as big as a fight for him and his career and his legacy as the fight with Terence Crawford. Fighting Terence Crawford for his legacy and for a title means a lot more than fighting Kell Brook in a domestic fight. And this is what we've been saying about Anthony Joshua, right? Anthony Joshua should have took the reins. See, I mean, even more, the more people come out and speak on this, man, it's obvious. So this is what we were saying about Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua should have came out, right? He should have forced Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn and MATCHROOM and whomever else is involved. Listen, make the Deontay Wilder fight by any means necessary. As he came out and stated when he was sitting in the car and stated that, listen, I don't have no plans to fight in Alexander Povetkin. This is what he said when he was sitting in the car with the guy, right? And if you guys don't remember that, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know, and I'll bring up those receipts, right? So Anthony Joshua said he didn't want to hear nothing about Alexander Povetkin. He was hell-bent and focused on Deontay Wilder fight. And guess what happened, right? He allowed Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn to continue to plan as scheduled, right? Because Barry Hearn came out and said that there's a plan for Anthony Joshua. They already mapped out a plan. They already mapped out a schedule for Anthony Joshua. And so what they do, right? Anthony Joshua allowed Barry Hearn and Eddie Hearn to come out, right, and make him look bad, right? Anthony Joshua's coming out and saying that, and I've heard from people in his camp, people close to him, that he really wants the Deontay Wilder fight. But he allowed them to make him look bad. He allowed his image to take a hit, right? Because he didn't take reins of his career. This is what Amir Khan is saying. Anthony Joshua should not have allowed. He says, Amir Khan says, listen, at the end of the day, Eddie Hearn is a promoter, but he works for me. He works for me. And he's going to do what I said I want to do. What's best, I think, is best for my legacy, for my career, right? And which makes the most sense. And this is what he said. He said that this is what Anthony Joshua should have done. He was asked if this is something similar to Anthony Joshua should have did, and this is what Amir Khan said. Anthony Joshua should not have allowed them to dictate who he fights when he fights them. Now, you do have a promoter for a reason. You do have a manager for a reason. But you still have to take the reins of your career, right? You have to take the necessary turns in your career for your legacy, for your career, business sense-wise, and your legacy. And he said that Anthony Joshua didn't do it. He allowed them to push him into a fight where he didn't have to fight Alexander Povetkin. He could have fought Deontay Wilder in unification, undisputed bout. But he chose to allow them to push him in the bout with Alexander Povetkin. And his image image took a hit. Amir Khan said that he wasn't going to allow that, no matter how they felt. Eddie Hearn, how upset Eddie Hearn is, how upset Barry Hearn is. He says they work for him, point blank and period. And this is what allows us to believe that Anthony Joshua doesn't really want to fight Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury, because he allows them control the reins. But on one hand, he says that he wants to fight these guys, but on the other hand, he don't force their hand, meaning the promoter. This is exactly what we've been saying. Anthony Joshua could have took the reins. Anthony Joshua could have forced them to make the fight with Deontay Wilder, not allow them to continue to lowball Deontay Wilder. This is what Lennox Lewis was saying. Make him a serious offer. He wanted a rematch clause, give it to him. Make the fight happen. As you say, you wanted undisputed. Now you're screaming, kicking and screaming that you want undisputed by any means necessary. So you should have took the reins then and made it happen. but you chose not to. You chose to let them stand in the forefront and let your image take a hit. That's on you. Amir Khan said, listen, I wasn't going to allow that. No matter how many times I lost, got knocked out, I got offered a shot at a title shot in America for big money and for my legacy, and I accepted, and Anthony Joshua should have done the same, point blank and period. But that's all I got for y'all. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Road. Make sure you like and share these videos. So Amir Khan says Anthony Joshua should have took the reins of his career and forced the Deontay Wilder fight for his legacy, for his image, and what's best for him. But he chose not to. He chose to allow them to control his situation, and I wasn't going to allow that. So Eddie Hearn is pissed. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.